Friends, as you all know, in this time of Kali Yuga when you cannot trust anyone, it is important for you to know who your real allies are and who your biggest enemies are. I often ask people, who is your biggest enemy? What is it that is stopping you from succeeding? What is the biggest obstacle in your path? In response, people usually mention things like poverty, lack of education, lack of support from parents, lack of societal backing, living in a small town, not knowing how to use a computer, and many other reasons. However, I believe that the biggest enemy of a person is the one who lacks empathy. No warmth, no care, someone who evaluates others based on appearances rather than what lies within them. But if you truly want to identify your greatest enemy, then watch this video completely. Once upon a time, in a big city, a new supervisor joined a company. He noticed that people were not working hard, they were depressed and not giving their best effort. Everyone blamed others for their situation. One day, he gathered everyone in a hall where a curtain was hung. Then the supervisor asked everyone to come in one by one and go behind the curtain. Behind the curtain was a big mirror. Each person saw their own reflection and then came out. After that, the supervisor explained, "Your biggest enemy is no one else but yourself. The biggest obstacle is not outside, within you." Friends, no one has ever stopped anyone from growing or working hard. No one stops us from waking up early, speaking the truth, or respecting our elders, yet people don't do it. Even though people may hold grudges, they can slow your progress but cannot stop you. No matter how big and dense the clouds are, they cannot stop the sunlight. When the sun rises, it pierces through everything. No matter how thick the darkness is or how dark the night is, the power of the night is nothing compared to the sun's single ray. One ray of sunlight and the darkness disappears. Friends, ego is the biggest enemy of human life. Anger is humanity's biggest foe. Who in this world is so fortunate that they never experience anger? Anger is part of human nature. It resides within us all. No obstacle in this world is greater than your own ability. You are responsible for stopping yourself. If you don't know English or how to use a computer, you can learn. If you are overweight, you can lose it by running or dieting. If there is no support around you, go far and find it. If you live in a small village, you can move to a big city. You can do anything you want. If you don't have resources, start with what you have. Present your ideas in front of 10 people, and there's no harm in starting small. Every great person had to start small, so stop making excuses. Friends, there are 6 major enemies inside a human being: lust, anger, greed, attachment, envy, and hatred. If a person desires devotion to God, they must destroy these 6 enemies hiding within themselves and purify their mind. Friends, most of the problems or bad things happening to a person are caused by their own character. Kari is her own worst enemy. She always argues with others. Difficulties arise when we create problems for ourselves or others. As the Vedas say, the greatest enemy of a human is their mind, because it gives rise to lust, anger, greed, attachment, and fear. If the mind is conquered, all these negative traits will disappear. And the only way to conquer the mind is through meditation. Friends, your biggest enemy is none other than yourself. You have stopped yourself. You've been talking more than taking action, sitting and dreaming instead of sweating or fearing the unknown. Fear of the unknown is the world's biggest fear. It has no basis but is still the most common. To win, you must defeat yourself. To conquer the world, you must first conquer yourself. It is often seen that anger destroys a person, making them lose their sense of right and wrong, which leads to harm. Anger is the first enemy of a person. A person driven by anger doesn't harm others as much as they harm themselves. Friends, in this Kali Yuga, a greedy person becomes so blinded by greed that they lose their sense of right and wrong and commit terrible acts. A person's natural enemy is themselves. You are your own enemy because your ignorance is the cause of your suffering. As we know, at an extraordinary level, common sense is called wisdom. Don't worry about others. Worry about yourself. Friends, the one who has conquered themselves has conquered the world. The one who disciplines themselves has disciplined the world. The one who respects themselves has earned the world's respect. The one who changes their habits will find the world laying down before them. The one who achieves success will become a role model for the world. Your biggest enemy is you, and you must defeat yourself. Your competition is not with anyone outside, but with yourself. You must perform better today than you did yesterday. You must be a better version of yourself today than you were yesterday. Friends, when you encounter shallow people, don't get carried away by their praises. Don't let your feet lift off the ground, because when you surround yourself with people who only praise you, your downfall begins. There should always be people around you who keep you grounded, who make you feel humble. The one who conquers themselves can conquer the world. Friends, defeat this enemy today, not next week, not next month, not next year. Don't wait for the perfect situation. Defeat this enemy now, and once you do, no external force will be able to stop you. So, you must have control over yourself and never let greed drive you into doing wrong. If you liked this video and its message, please like it, share it with others, and subscribe to our channel for more inspirational videos. Thank you.